Hi, welcome to the channel again. Now the Euros are finished, we're going to be looking more at the Premier League side and also the Championship and League One and League Two in the English leagues, and maybe some foreign leagues in the future. But today we're going to be talking mainly about the Premier League transfers, speculation, people in, people out, and so forth. Before we do this, please remember to subscribe to my channel and to like these videos. Now let's start off with Arsenal. There's been a lot of speculation about a lot of players in their team, who's coming in, who's coming out. As you know, Raya's already signed. That was all done and dusted a year ago. It's just a case of completing it. So he's all signed up now under the Arsenal team. Then you have speculation about Calafiori in defence. This is ongoing. It seems that there's some points that they still to clear up with him, but I feel probably in the next few days it will be announced and Calafiori will be another one of the defenders for Arsenal. Then you have people like Merino. There's a lot of speculation with regards to him joining from Spain, going to Arsenal. Apparently, there's a lot of talk that Arteta's a great fan of his, has been on the phone to him, trying to convince him to come in and join the midfield team. From our understanding, it's likely to be done within the next week and a half. Some Arsenal fans won't be very happy about it. Some would probably looking for someone much stronger, like Mendy. So it's have to be give or take on their side. But it looks very much like Merino is definitely coming into Arsenal within the next 2 weeks. Then you've got to look at it for the attacking side, and obviously Goicoechea is the one that's always been mentioned a lot, and there's a lot of people saying he's going to be, if Arsenal are going to buy attacker, he's the one they're going to buy. Also, Mendin doesn't look like it's going to happen, too expensive, but Goicoechea looks like it might probably happen, but we'll have to wait and see. It's either that or they're going to concentrate on their midfield and the wingers. Maybe wingers like Nico Williams to be alongside Saka, but that we'll have to wait and see. Now, the outgoings, this is very interesting. There's a lot of speculation that Crystal Palace and Fulham are both interested in Emil Smith-Rowe and Nketiah. Both of those, I would think, will eventually go. I think Smith-Rowe will probably go to Fulham in the end. It's going to take, they're going to have to put in a lot more money with regards to offering for him, because they've only offered him 20 million and it was rejected. So you've got to be looking probably for around 35-40 million mark for Smith-Rowe, Emil Smith-Rowe. Then you've got Nketiah. Again, a lot of clubs in the lower part of the Premier League, like Crystal Palace, are interested in having him. So let's see what happens. And there's also obviously talk about Reiss Nelson going out. Again, Wolves, Palace, other clubs looking at him. There's not really any strong speculation, but there has been some people saying that he could be going before the season begins. Now, the ones that have already gone out are obviously Lokonga over to Sevilla with on a loan deal for a year. He was in the contract saying that he can be bought at the end of the loan deal, not actually tied down to it. Also, Tavares looks very much like he's going to Lazio, so he'll be going out the door. And yeah, so this could be 5 or 6 players that will eventually leave within this transfer window from Arsenal. Now let's look at Aston Villa. They obviously lost a very great player like Douglas Luiz to Juventus, so they've been trying to get new players in. They've got Ross Barkley in, who's a very capable, very industrious player. Did very well for Luton last term, and he's worked for his other clubs like Everton beforehand. He was very good, so that's a very good buy, and they got them a very good deal as well. And there's also speculation about Jadon Philogene from Hull City, and on the as a left wing player, coming in. That's all speculation at the moment. Nothing any hard news on it, but it looks like it's got a possibility to happen. And also Onana from Everton looks like it's very, very likely to happen, but they've got to offer the offer for Onana. I think they offered in the region of 35-40 million and it was rejected. So they've got to be, if Villa are really serious, they've got to be offering around the 40-50 million mark for Onana if it's going to be accepted. As it is, Everton need to offload people because obviously the FRP. So it's just looks like one of Everton's players is going to have to go, and if that goes, Braithwaite would definitely, I reckon, would definitely stay at Everton and will not go to another team like Man United. Then we come to obviously Chelsea. No movement whatsoever. Nothing much, or should I say. They've got Goey in from Marseille and Tosin, but not any big names really. They've been very slow in the market at the moment. Nothing really moving. They're always linked with everybody like Eze from Palace, as on Arsenal, also linked from Eze from Palace, and Goey as well from Palace. But they're linked with, as are Arsenal, also linked with Goey from Palace, being Crystal Palace. But let's see. It could happen, it might not happen. But those are all up in the air. There's nothing. It's only small speculation with regards to those two players. However, Goey is more than likely going to move on because he's refused to sign an extended contract. So let's see how Goey does now he's come back from the Euros. And then you have Man United. Now that's very interesting. All the chat about Man United because they've already got players like Tzerki who just signed for them, and they're looking for maybe bring in Ivan Toney as well. So if they bring in Ivan Toney, they're going to have a very strong attack. And if they do bring Ivan Toney, I think you'll see that other player, Jadon Sancho, will go quickly to a club in Europe. I don't see him being in the club in the Premier League. I think it's going to be a club in Europe, maybe Italy, or even maybe Spain. But I don't think he's going to be in any Premier League club. So I do. That's only if Ivan Toney comes in as well as Xerxes. But we'll have to wait and see. And then you obviously, who are they going to get rid of? I mean, they are looking to offload quite a few players. McTominay's been talks of being let go, and some other players. That we'll have to wait and see what offers comes in for all the different players that they still want to sell on. And then finally, coming back to Crystal Palace, they are going to have to be looking for players because I mean, Olisi's already gone to Bayern Munich. You've got Eze, that's a lot of speculation about moving on. You've got Goey in the back of the bench, haven't signed the contract. So it's a lot ongoing in Crystal Palace. They're obviously also looking around at different options for replacements. Nothing firm at the yet, but they are looking for different options within that field to replace these people if they go. As we know, Olisi's already gone to Bayern Munich, so they've already got to find a replacement for him. So let's see what happens. And Man City, there's no big news, nothing substantial that's really happened. And you have the other clubs like Nottingham Forest are quiet. A lot of clubs are actually quiet at the moment because they're just still trying to work out their, obviously, the rules and regulations with regards to not overspending. So it's going to speed up, I think, over the next couple of weeks because now the Euros are finished. And let's see what happens with the other clubs. Now, if you have any comments, please put them in the comments below. And as I said before, please subscribe to this channel and like this video. Speak to you soon. Goodbye.